Quinn, we're from the South, which is a fairly Bible Belt area.
Oh, we're right in the middle of it.
So you've heard of the term, Lucifer, right? Of course you have. Lucifer.
Supernatural. So.
Yeah, well, Lucifer is another name for Satan, the morning star, the desolate one. The whole thing is, Lucifer is a show now.
Yes.
And it's been going on for, I think, 4 or 5 seasons. And it's actually a really good show from what everyone is saying. I have watched, I think, a few clips here and there. Like,
you haven't seen this either?
No. My mom has not shut up about this show and told me, she said, I don't like some of the blasphemous elements, but in all honesty, it's just a good show. My mom, since the whole COVID lockdown and everything, she has binge watched everything I have sent her. I've ran out of shows to send her.
Can you send her Good Girls Next?
She's seen it.
You need to see it.
All of it.
Your woman's in it.
I know. I want to see. I want to see more of my woman. I mean, I'm sort of depressed because I watched a movie where she got killed, and I'm just like.
Well, I'm kind of depressed because I watched season 3 of Attack on Titan last night.
Oh, that's right.
That was some heavy shit.
Of course, it was some heavy shit. I mean, that's a lot going on.
We were talking before. I had seen Attack on Titan before you could find merch for it.
Mm-hmm.
Got frustrated by the time season 2 came out. I wasn't really into it anymore because it took so fucking long, like 3 years.
Yeah, 3-4 years, and then all of a sudden.
I just recently binge watched it all, and I was like, bruh. I kept up with the manga for a while, so I knew a little bit,
But now.
Yeah, so now I unfortunately do know some spoilers for season 4, so I won't talk about it.
Thank you for not doing that.
Because I did keep up with the manga a little. But, disclaimer. I only react to things that I enjoy because I can't give an opinion on something or, like, make a video about something if I don't like it. I'm not going to sit here and watch a TV show for hours on end if I don't like it. True. I am allowed to stop watching this if I don't want to.
Yes. Well, this is just like Full Metal Alchemist. We gave Full Metal Alchemist a necessary few episodes.
I gave it quite a while too. I really try. I want to like my that Full Metal Alchemist.
6. I think we did 4 episodes.
I think we did more.
4 to 6 episodes. I forget. But the one episode that I was excited for you to see that I thought was going to get you into it, we stopped right before that one, and I was just like. I can't force Quinn to do it, but at the same time, it's just like, I just want to beg Quinn one more.
I'm
just
definitely open to trying it again. I mean, I want to like it. I think it's something I would like, but it didn't get me at first.
Well, of course, it didn't grab you at first, but the more the show goes on, the more it reveals, and then there's...
Well, let's think about the shows I enjoy.
Yes.
Game of Thrones, yes. Attack on Titan, Elfen Lied, or Lead, however the fuck you guys say it. Yeah. I always get corrected no matter which one I say.
Elfen Lied is what I've heard.
And I got corrected for saying that. Apparently
Elfen Lied.
Who fucking gives a shit?
It's German.
Death Note. Let's see. What's another one? Good Girls. I guess that works. I love Good Girls.
That's 5.
But, what do all of those things have in common? A strong first episode.
Very strong, yes.
Fucking Seraph of the End. No one will know what I'm talking about. That shit has the strongest first episode. It's comparable to Attack on Titan, even. It's gay vampires, a bunch of children die, it's great. But...
Wow. I have no words at
this
point.
If it doesn't get me immediately, it's really hard to get me into something. Supernatural had a fairly good first episode.
A lot of people fell in love with it in the first 5 seasons. That's when everyone says
once
they watched it.
Once it stopped doing Monster of the Week and went into the
overarching plot,
I can't keep up.
That's where a lot of people lost interest.
Which is a shame.
Yeah, well, they just finished up their last season.
They needed to stop a lot sooner than they did. I'm sorry.
I just stopped at 10.
I'm sorry. You guys really drug that too long.
15 fucking seasons.
But yeah, American Horror Story has a strong first episode on this first season.
Yeah, Murder House is... almost every season has a good, strong first episode. I remember.
You know, I haven't seen past like halfway through Coven.
Really?
Yeah, I guess that's one we could do.
We could do Coven.
Like, not Coven, but like.
Oh.
The
everything
ones after. Cause I've seen enough of Coven where I probably should just finish it.
Well, yeah. I'll say this: I watched Freak Show. Freak Show's okay. I like Hotel better.
Hotel is the one that I'm interested in. I just haven't sat down and watched it. Well, I just think it's a neat theme.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people are high on like different seasons. My favorite season still for me to this day is Asylum, the second one.
That was my least favorite.
And that's fair.
The first one I have like a special love for, of course.
Of course.
Because I always attach to my first exposure. Which might be why the first episode is so strong for me. But then I couldn't finish Coven, so obviously I was getting bored or something.
Mm-hmm.
And season 2 I finished, but barely. I had to like force it.
Well, season 2 for me was probably my favorite because of all the different plot lines that were going on. And it didn't discredit anything. It like gave the concept of like God and the devil, alien, or just a bunch of different shit. And I loved it. And I also loved the the concept of redemption, especially for Jessica Lange's character.
I want to say that maybe I would like it better now because of how I've kind of gotten to where I've been hanging out with you and watching things and like expanding my knowledge to where I might appreciate it more, but that's not true because I watched it like a year ago with Kenzie and it took everything in me.
That's fair.
I just can't like it.
Well, that's the one thing about it. I mean, you're never gonna 100% agree with anyone, everything, as everyone said. For instance, I did a tier list of like the Vanoss gaming and like.
I saw that. Did you get roasted?
For some stuff, I mean, there's some people. There was one person who came in and said, "My God, this is the cringiest video I've ever fucking seen," and then immediately I'm just like, "Oh my gosh, this comment is so cringy. Can you believe it?" And the guy's just like, "Wow, you're not allowing me to put criticism in," and I'm just like, first off, that wasn't criticism, that was an insult. And he's just like, "Oh man, saying something cringy isn't an insult," and I'm just like, really? Then how come you were insulted when I called your comment cringy? To which he did not respond.
If I say something you don't like in this video, you got to remember I'm a person. I have opinions, and you're not going to change them probably.
Exactly. And here's the thing: if you don't like my opinion, then feel free to pucker up and kiss every acre of my fucking ass.
I'm sorry, that was such a loud slap.
I don't care if you don't like what I have to say.
I am one of those people that's like, if you don't like my opinion and you can respectfully tell me so and tell me why.
Yeah, give me criticism. Don't give me an insult.
I'm open to it and you might change my mind, but if you're just going to insult me for it, I don't give you the time of day.
It's like another guy came on, he's just like, "Can you believe this fat ass thinks he knows what's best?" And I'm like, I never said I knew what's best.
Nate was saying, this is what I think.
That's exactly what I said. I'm saying this is where I stand right now with all these channels. Just like, I can't believe you didn't put Vanoss in S tier. And I'm like, and I can't believe that people think Elvis Presley's a better artist than Stevie Wonder. Guess what? Things aren't, life isn't fair. Good God. Stop pretending your opinions are who you are. Instead, understand that opinions are differing for a reason. Everyone has different opinions. Everyone. God.
I got fucking destroyed when I said Soviet Wombo wasn't funny that one time.
No, that's fair.
It was absolutely unanimous too. Everybody hated me.
Well, that's your thing, though. You don't have to explain yourself. You just don't have to participate.
Well, to be fair, it's not that I don't think Soviet Wombo is funny. It's that video in particular
was not the best.
It wasn't. It was like an older one too, and you guys even admitted that maybe that wasn't the best one to show you.
Yeah, we should have showed you one of his more modern ones, the one where his comedy and editing is more on point.
I'm not gonna get over it because everyone was like, "You can't say it's not funny because you were offended," and I'm like, I said I don't like fart jokes. I didn't say it offended me.
But you can't tell people that online because people. Here's the thing. Everybody assumes.
It's not that I don't like.
That's just like when I said I didn't put Vanoss in S tier. All of a sudden, everyone was just assuming that I had an agenda. I had an agenda against Vanoss for some reason.
You didn't put Vanoss in the S tier of your Vanoss ranking. Well, obviously you're stupid.
Well, that wasn't Vanoss. Well, it wasn't the Vanoss crew. It was like Vanoss Crew, that's what everyone calls them. And that's
Yeah.
like him, Delirious, Terrorizer, Wildcat, Nogla. And then, of course, I threw in some Machinima guys who were like legacy guys who were still
I
going.
mean, to be fair, I don't like any of them, so
That's fair. And
just not my thing.
and that's okay. And that's the whole thing about us doing these.
It's nothing personal. I just don't enjoy to watch their videos on my own time or anything.
And that's cool.
So,
But we have Lucifer, Season 1, Episode 1 queued up here. I guess let's give this a watch and see where it goes. Here we go.
soundtrack checks out.
I want your money, not your life.
Now I have to listen to this on the way home.
It's a great song.
I like scream in the car when I'm driving.
Kinda life. That's a Corvette. Classic one, too.
It's okay, I understand. So I like to punish people too. Or at least I used to.
License or registration?
Right up.
I don't know who this actor is. Do you know who that is?
Huh?
I don't know who that is. Do you know who that is?
Oh, him, the devil?
Yeah.
Oh, so many people are funny about your lawyers, aren't you?
You people.
Well, he's a demon. What do you expect him to say?
Feels good to get away with something, doesn't it?
That's what he's able to do. He's able to coach.
You know what it's reminding me of?
What's that?
That one movie.
Dark and naughty.
Is it Horns?
Yes, I think so.
That movie's. I actually enjoyed the hell out of that movie. That was a good movie.
So effectively, he's able to coax them into like expressing their.
Wait,
darker
isn't that the same
fantasies.
thing though? Like that same concept in Horns?
Sort of, yes.
As he was growing the horns, people would start telling him shit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm more interested now because I did like that movie.
Hey, have a nice evening.
You too, officer. You too.
Fallen one. Boss. Ah, Fame. Yes. Love it. Friggin' David Bowie. Makes a man think things over.
Thank you, Patrick. You can go.
Mm. Damn.
You little devil.
What?
Uh-oh.
I think you have a visitor.
Thanks for the doubles.
Adeel, how's it hanging, big guy? Huh?
An angel?
Your return to the...
Yeah, well, our father's been disrespecting me since the beginning of time, so pot kettle, don't you think?
You are a mockery of everything divine.
Thank you. And you, my feathered friend, can go to hell.
Yeah, try it. I think father's upset now.
You introduced me to
I
him.
suggested you work with him, not sleep with
Well,
him.
I got
And then
confused.
he's left him at the altar.
Yeah, that was rude of me.
No, actually, I quite enjoyed that bit.
You know, he trapped me in the bathroom of the Grammys. Said he wanted to get back together.
You're wasting your talent, your life. Hmm?
See, he actually does care to a certain degree.
I'm gonna do it some more.
That was no.
Does he, or do they want you to think he does for now?
That's... you see, that's the
When it
beautiful
came out of
thing.
your mouth, did you also have that thought? Well,
Oh, shit. Get your life together, huh?
it's pretty together now and wrapped up in a package.
More like a body bag, or at least it will be. And now he's pissed.
All the fun activities that I've planned for you.
Hey man, I just pulled the trigger.
So did the Gestapo. Where do you think they wound up? I think he actually did care.
A little bit.
You see, I think he's done doing the devil's work, but he loves to encourage freedom.
Yeah.
Because that's a thing. I mean, it's the freedom to act and, choices that you make, no matter the choices you make, there are always going to be consequences. Always. And the thing with Lucifer, I think he sees the human condition and he enjoys tampering with it, but I think he wants people to understand that, you know, you can't blame God, you can't blame me, you can only truly blame yourself for some of the consequences that you wind up in. Don't get me wrong, there's always going to be overhanging circumstances, you know, where you were born, your parents' lot in life and all that, your gender, everything like that, it plays into it a lot. But the choices you make can either make your life better or they can make your life worse. Now, if you wrong someone in the interim, that can be an inherently bad thing, you know, a sin.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it's hard to peg down because, you know, things have been so muddled because of the mistranslations and the over-translations of the Bible and everything. It's just what matters and what doesn't matter anymore.
It's a shit show.
And I think that's what this is trying to portray.
Lucifer, Morningstar.
Lucifer Morningstar. Is that a stage name or something?
God-given, I'm afraid. You look familiar. Have we met?
Like to play cop, do you?
Devil's
No, I
advocate.
just like to play in general, detective. What about you?
So you had a conversation with the dead guy.
Oh no, he wasn't quite dead. His soul hadn't crossed the threshold.
Excuse me?
Will you find the person responsible? Will they be punished? Will this be a priority for you? Because it is for me.
You got some balls on you, pal.
Oh, thank you very much, but they're really quite average.
I bet.
Can't believe that you're getting married the day after your ex-fiancée and once brightest star was murdered in cold blood.
Yeah, it's very sad, but you know what? She ruined my wedding once. I'm not about to let that happen again.
It's hard to be rejected, isn't it, Jimmy? Twice. Sorry, how rude. Allow me to introduce myself, Lucifer, Morningstar.
I really don't want to have sex with him tonight. Oh my, I'm sorry.
Marrying this human stain because you're actually in love with him, right?
God, no.
Right. Well, I should get going. Oh,
Another wedding ruined.
best of luck with you crazy kids.
This soundtrack really does check out, though.
This is a good soundtrack.
Yeah.
They got a good music selection. That's the truth.
Sorry, sir, he's unavailable. He's in mourning, I'm afraid. Right.
I have narcotics for him.
Right this way, sir.
Oh yeah, he looks like he's mourning, alright.
Do what?
Yeah, they look like they're mourning.
My name is Lucifer Morningstar.
Lucifer Morningstar. That's a good hip-hop name.
That offends me.
What, you don't like hip-hop?
No, I most certainly do not.
You have a problem with black people?
Not in the slightest. I just hate your music. And when I say your music, I mean your music, not the music made by other black people. And without the blues, there'd be no devil's music whatsoever.
If you're looking to get yourself killed.
Trying to.
Yes, well, don't waste your munitions. I'm immortal. Tell me about Delilah.
You ain't seen the news? Bitch is dead.
Right. With whom?
I don't know. She wouldn't tell me. Alright? Said it was a big secret. Some rich married guy.
Well, does she have a friend that she might have confided in?
We need to have a conversation right now.
That's a waste of time, detective. I've just threatened his life. He's not our guy. I would have said, trust me.
You did what?
Yeah, isn't that illegal?
Little bit.
Kinky.
With pleasure. Perhaps now you'll listen to me, although I'm not quite sure why I'm being arrested.
Or a psychic or something?
No, I can't read people's minds. I'm not a Jedi. People just like to tell me things.
Just tell you things. Just confess their sins, just like that.
No, not their sins. I have no power over people's sins. I actually get a bad rap for that.
I guess when I was a little girl, I
She's fucking with him.
always wanted to be a cop like my daddy so that I'd be taken seriously when I say to shut up and get in the damn car.
She's a hard nut to crack.
Okay, fine. But if this little clue thing of yours doesn't pan out, these are going back on and they're gonna stay on.
Is that a promise?
Okay.
See if Delilah was a client.
Actually, she had a pseudonym, which I also happen to know. I'm quite good at this, aren't I? Penny Lane.
Delilah may have gone by Penny Lane. Thanks.
That's from Almost Famous.
Don't look so smug.
Attractive female cop struggling to be taken seriously in a man's world, that it?
Yeah, something like that.
Well, they're threatened. You're clearly smart and have notable instincts. Ignore them. Trust yourself.
Detective Decker.
I mean, he's right. I mean, it doesn't care what gender a person is. If they're good at their job, they're good at their job. Who
What
cares?
you were saying stands up. There's a Penny Lane who sees a Dr. Linda Martin in Beverly Hills.
Excellent. I'll clear my schedule. Look, I'm not here to help you run errands. I'm here to help you solve a homicide.
Really?
Black Keys, of course.
With pleasure. Despise children.
Same.
A lot of smoke in here.
Oh dear. What will become of me?
My mother is a police officer. She can
Oh.
rescue. My name's Beatrice, but everybody calls me Trixie.
That's a hooker's name.
What's a hooker?
Oh, God.
Why are you in trouble? Hello, mean girl. Did you know there's a special section of hell reserved for bullies, so...
I feel like I've seen this scene.
She made friends with the devil.
Why do I feel like the devil is gonna, like, defend
God.
this little girl?
Shocker, you're late.
Come on, give me a break.
Perhaps you should refrain from arguing in front of the child. Some becoming.
I don't know whether to laugh or to shoot.
Try me.
Surprise me.
Isn't he funny, Daddy?
Hey, drop tricks at my mom's.
Oh,
Thank you.
gosh.
Thanks, Mommy. What's a hooker?
Wasn't me.
Daddy will tell you.
Oh, gosh.
She likes you.
Of course she does. What's not to like?
I had seen that with his eyes. I don't know in what context, but I did.
Speaking of dicks, why was that ex-husband of yours pressuring you to close the case?
No reason.
Strange.
Yes, you are.
You're thinking about it, aren't you?
What?
Yes, I wouldn't recommend it. I'm like walking heroin, very habit-forming. It never ends well.
I'm sorry. Do
Picking the
you
brain.
know each other?
No, but I know that look. You seem oddly immune to my charms.
Referring to them as charms, I think, is a bit of a stretch. Truth be told, I find you repulsive. Like on a chemical level.
It's fascinating. Tell me, Linda.
You say it's fascinating.
So if you just tell us his name, we will be on our way.
I'm sorry, I can't do that.
Oh, she's one of the complex
She's
ones.
dead.
Linda,
Like,
darling. Why don't you
Well,
tell me?
but there's the thing. The Hippocratic Oath, you can potentially get sued and go to jail.
she was murdered, and they want to know who. I feel like this.
It should, but lawyers have weaseled their way around many a things, and one thing they cannot weasel their way around, no matter how hard they try, is usually the Hippocratic Oath, which is...
If I tell a doctor I want to kill myself, they do not keep that secret, and I feel like if a murder case
but
comes
that's
up,
the thing. That's self. But that's the thing. That's self. That's not
a danger to yourself or
danger
others.
to yourself or other. But the thing is, it's...
She didn't do it. I get it, but like I feel like at this point it doesn't fucking matter. Does that make sense?
It doesn't. But again, this is LA we're talking about, the lawyer capital of the fucking world, and they are ruthless.
Wow.
And spineless.
Well, I can't. I want to, but I can't. Oh, you're the devil.
Correct. Come on. You're going to have to tell us, Linda, okay?
Come on. Spill it.
Okay. It's Gray Cooper.
Gray Cooper? Seriously? Thank you very much, Dr. Martin. We'll be in touch. All right, we gotta go.
Yes, of course, but I made a deal, so I'm going to have to hold up my end of the bargain. You wouldn't mind waiting outside?
Are you seriously talking about having sex with her right now?
It won't take long.
I do yoga.
Hey, sir!
Perfect.
Who's this guy?
I'm the President of the United States of America.
Damn.
Well, who's the devil now, right?
Charles Bronson. That's who he reminds me of. That guy right there. He reminds me of Charles Bronson.
Acting and stuff.
You know you're going to have to get much better at lying if you want to be president.
Yeah, right.
Sure.
So you were sleeping with her then,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, such a devilish fiend.
Crap, I just said that in front of people.
Whatever, it's not like I didn't know. You are
Ah!
a terrible liar. An actor, by the way.
You knew?
Of course. Why else do you think I've been sleeping with Bobby? Hey, guys.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Hey, guys.
One of them's got to be guilty.
What?
Ulterior motives.
Delilah didn't give that watch to the drug dealer.
Whitney Houston hit the top 10 for album sales after her death. Michael Jackson hit the stratosphere. Not sure you'll achieve such heights having Delilah killed, but that sure is a boatload of royalty checks headed your way.
Watch Delilah gave you. Now that's just sick. But then you asked.
Hey, Jimmy?
I made her. She ruined me. I am not going to jail for that bitch. No chance.
Listen to him, Lucifer. Back off.
Told you it's fine. I'm immortal.
He's not.
Well, why did you do that? No, it's not actually. And you know why? Because I'm here. And
Oh shit.
Shit. Uh-oh.
I did not see her dying coming.
Father will just have to wait for you.
Oh boy.
Please don't kill me. Oh, you're the worst. That's all I did to you.
To me, well, there's much worse pains and aches in this world than dying.
Who's back?
How long have I been out?
3 years.
You asshole.
You're such an ass.
Thank you. I told you.
Lucifer!
Oh, hey.
Yes, hello, child. Why don't you save some of this unpleasantness for your mother, yeah?
Oh.
Wrong side. That's the side she got shot on, asshole. Come on. Uh-oh.
Bloody hell.
Again. What is it this
What do
time?
you want from me? We can have as much naked cuddle time as you desire, but you're going to have to listen to me too. There's a few things that I'd like to discuss with you. You know, just an existential dilemma or two. Deal?
Yes.
Yeah, of course. Okay. Gotta say, not bad for a first episode.
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
At first, I was definitely getting this vibe of like a better produced Lifetime movie, if that makes sense.
Kind of.
I
Yeah.
was like,
But as it went on,
and I don't
felt,
like cocky guys, so I was kind of like,
But where he's Lucifer,
it warmed up, I guess.
well, it's
Literally.
the whole thing with Lucifer is that he is. The whole thing with him, I'm picking up from this. He can't help it. It's just how he is, but at the same time, you know, the vulnerability that he portrays whenever he doesn't have a response or he can't vex somebody is actually kind of cool.
I definitely warmed up to him.
Yes.
But like,
I loved his little interaction with the kid. He was
Yeah,
just
that
like
was
he
good.
was like, Trixie, that's a hooker's name. It's like, what's a hooker?
well, I worry
About
that the rest isn't going to be as good as the first episode because it seemed like they were really trying to draw you into it.
Well, as what I've heard from my mom, it only gets better.
I hope so.
And my mom, I usually trust her judgment on show. There's been one or two that she's kind of led me astray on. But one that I turned her on to, that she thanks me for every day, is actually right here, The Witcher. She thanks.
I haven't seen The Witcher.
Please fix that, because it's such an awesome show.
I actually haven't even sat down to watch the second season of The Umbrella Academy, which is also up there.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I don't know if you've been watching Umbrella Academy.
No, I have not. I have not watched any of Umbrella Academy.
You should. It's very, very good.
I know. A lot of people have said as much. My whole thing is, I don't know.
Also, Gerard Way wrote Umbrella Academy.
Yes, he did.
So,
I remember,
you know.
No, I remember you telling me that avidly. You are a huge Gerard Way fan, and when you heard that Umbrella Academy was getting adapted, you flipped the hell out. And when you heard that Elliot Page now, not Ellen Page, but Elliot Page.
Me, daggers of eyes.
Yeah, all of a sudden, come on, you know me better than that.
I am really interested to see how Netflix handles that because
they've already said they're going to.
He is still staying in the.
Well, they've already said that they're going to go back and they're going to retroactively fix Elliot's name on every single episode so far. That's what I understand.
And I saw the comments on that article, which were basically like, "Well, you can't erase the past. Are we really just going to coddle every actress that?"
Well, the truth is, Elliot has been nominated for Best Actress Oscar, which that's something that can't really be taken away and can't be converted over. But in all honesty,
it's not something to be pissed about either, though. Like, why are you guys mad about it?
Here's my whole thing. I don't care what a person wants to refer to themselves as or anything like that. I've made this abundantly clear with you. I don't care what you want to identify as or anything like that. My whole deal is, as long as you don't try and forcefully make people force it into people's subconscious, and to the point of where it is just where it gets to the point where you're changing laws and stuff like that. That's where I'm kind of a little bit iffy on that. The whole thing is, it's all about personal interaction. I'm not going to dead name somebody just out of spite. If they want to be called something, I'm going to call them that. If they want to identify as something, they can identify as whatever they want.
I'm not trying to daggerize you, but I'm also don't say anything stupid, Nate.
I've already.
Nate's been very, very good about it.
I've been through the ringer on this already with multiple fronts. I still conform to certain ideals, but at the same time, I know that this isn't about me. That's the whole thing. You have to take yourself out of the equation and understand you have no right to determine how a person can say or refer to them. Well, for me, okay, first off, it's I'm completely pro-life, but at the same time, I have no right to tell a person that they can and cannot have an abortion.
I'm pro-choice.
Exactly, see? And you see, I cannot tell a person what they can and cannot do.
And before the comments, yeah, Quinn likes to kill babies.
And also comments in as well, can you believe Nate's a god-squatting shithead? And it's I take the religious argument out of it. For me, my argument is something completely different than religion.
I'm not going to get into it. Because honestly, you guys are not here to listen to us talk about politics.
No. Thank God.
Just know I am very much left, and Nate is somewhere in the middle, probably.
I am a centro-libertarian. I consider myself an egalitarian and a libertarian. I'm physically I'm conservative when it comes to I love the ability to have guns. I try to take care of myself financially. I try to take care of myself before I take care of everyone else. But by the same point, I'm also pro-drugs. I believe that cannabis should be 100% legal. I am also completely for gay marriage. I am also completely for people being able to identify as whatever the hell they want.
There is such a huge fucking... I'm going to say what Kenzie said. You can have guns. I don't give a shit, but there is just no fucking reason that you need an AR that can kill 100 people in 3 minutes. I'm sorry. Why the fuck do you need that?
Choice. Plus, it's not the people I fear, it's the government.
I agree. The government has shown multiple times that it's not always in our best interest. Like, it doesn't give a shit about us half the time.
Exactly, and instead of using it for, people use it for the stupid excuse of hunting. No, it's not for hunting. It's so that if the government comes knocking on my door and says forfeit your life or be killed, I will choose to be killed, because fuck living under the boot.
Well, the government's not going to send 100 people. They're going to send like 2. You got a pistol, you're good, right?
No, they'll have assault rifles too.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm
not going to illogically argue that you can fight assault rifles with a pistol.
No, you can't. Like, I don't have an assault rifle. I've got a pistol, I've got a long rifle, and I've got a shotgun. That's all I've got.
But I think the funniest thing, and I have not actually sat down and read this, so if I'm wrong, I'm sorry. I am quoting literally something I learned off of Facebook, so maybe I shouldn't even be saying it. But I think it's funny that people are really upset that Biden's going to take their guns. And from what I've seen, Biden legitimately, boldly said, "I am not taking your guns."
Well, it's not him. It's not him that they're worried about. It's who he said he's going to appoint to his head of Department of Homeland Security, Beto O'Rourke, who has said avidly, "We will take your guns."
Well, but okay, that's his problem, not Biden's.
But Biden's the one wanting to appoint him.
Okay, for good reason, probably.
What good reason?
I don't know the dude. I don't know.
Well, honestly,
I'm just saying that if Biden has said he doesn't want to take your guns, why would he appoint something that wants to take your guns?
I don't know. Why did Trump say, "Yeah, I want to legalize cannabis," but yet he hired Jeff Sessions as attorney
Because
general?
Trump's a fucking idiot.
Yes, exactly, and so is Biden.
I don't care if you're a Democrat.
Biden is a mentally inept idiot who's living off of who's being only able to suffice because they've got him hyped up on some very high drugs.
Don't get me started. Don't.
No, really,
don't get me started. Don't. I feel
Trump's the same way.
I feel very, very. I feel like people are literally picking at Biden for things he can't help.
What, the fact that he's mentally inept and has said
no,
that if you
they
don't
literally
vote for me,
are picking on him because of his stutter. And he pauses so he doesn't stutter during a speech. He doesn't even know what he's talking about. Bitch, have you ever tried public speaking with a stutter? Because I haven't.
He bit at a woman's finger for no reason other than the fact that she was pointing.
Oh my god, I gotta tell you guys something funny.
I saw that and I'm just like, he is not there.
I gotta tell you something.
He must have forgot to take his pill.
Okay, but to be fair, I have done that just to be silly.
Well, just to be silly, yes, but in front of thousands of people.
I mean, we all know that Biden's fucking crazy because of how he loves ice cream.
Oh yeah. Well, plus, honestly, I don't like politicians. Period. I mean, there are very few politicians that I have liked in my life.
I agree with you.
And they've either all been assassinated or they've been ousted because they don't toe the party line.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Biden's perfect because none of the politicians are perfect. We'll just go ahead and jot that down.
Yeah.
However, I think that if people are dancing in the street when you lose your job, you're doing something fucking wrong.
Oh yeah, they did that with. They've done that with a lot of presidents. It's the whole thing is everyone out there goes on party lines, and I get that because we're very simple creatures.
Oh, I wish I lived in D.C. that day. That was a good day.
Well, here's my whole thing.
They weren't even celebrating Biden winning. They were celebrating Trump losing. That was pretty much it.
Of course they were, because he's a very polarizing figure. He's probably the most polarizing president we've ever had.
I don't think I have ever heard of it being this drastic. I'm also only 24 though, so.
Well, there's been a few I've read throughout history.
I was only in middle school when Obama got elected, but I know there was a huge issue with that because of his race with a lot of people, especially in this area.
Well, I saw that, but not the spectrum I expected. I saw 3 people with posters on their cars. There was one I saw at this auto shop that me and my dad used to go to a lot.
Mm-hmm.
We stopped there. My dad came there to pick up a timing belt for my sister's car, and this guy pulled up, and it was a poster board on the side of the passenger side door, and it said no vote for Obama. Don't vote for Obama. It was no vote for Obama, and it was literally a monkey with a banana. To which the owner of the establishment came out and said, "What the hell is that?" This Peckerwood white boy comes out. He's just like, "What the hell's that?" He's like, "What, man?" I want a friggin' monkey in the friggin' White House. And I'm like, and I don't want you on my property anymore. And then all of a sudden the guy's just like, you seriously gonna do this? He's like, yeah. I ain't tolerating that shit. Get out.
See, and I've been being bold and joking, and you guys might not think I'm joking. Let me go ahead and clear something up real quick.
Uh-huh.
I am not in any way like diehard liberal. I am gonna shoot a Trump supporter. Fuck you if you're a Trump supporter. If you support Trump, that's fucking fine. I very much disagree with you, but I am not an asshole about it. Well, I am being silly and
I'm pretty sure a lot of people out there are just like,
I'm shooting the shit with Nate. Just because I have an undercut and I'm trans doesn't mean I'm actually like a turf or whatever. I don't know what it's even called anymore.
I don't either. In all honesty, the whole thing, people want to paint broad pictures about various people. For instance, Rosario Dawson, like
do you remember when I dyed my hair pink?
Yes. I
got so many comments that I was a like diehard feminist turf, blah 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 blah, and I was like, I'm a feminist, but not like you think. Like, everybody should be a feminist.
Said the same shit about Nikki from her being on Chad's channel.
Because you have an undercut.
Well, and not only that, but Nikki also, her and Chad get into it as well, you know, and because Chad's in the center like me, but she leans more left. And the thing is, over the years, they've gone back and forth. They've had spats, but they love each other.
Kinsey's very left, so we just kind of shoot the shit all the time. I'm shooting the shit with my friends. Please don't take anything I say too seriously.
And here's my thing, too. There's stuff, I'll say this out loud, there's stuff that Trump wanted to sign in that didn't go through that I really wish would have gone in. Fucking term limits for everyone in the political spectrum. That includes senators, that includes House representatives, that includes everyone. I don't think that there should be career politicians who can stay in the same exact office for 30 years and not get a goddamn thing done. I'm sorry, that's not good political strategy.
I actually agree with you there. Like I said, I'm not saying that every fucking thing that man has done is wrong. I am saying that man does not have my best interest at heart. So
that's fair. I mean, from how you perceive it, yeah.
He actively did many things that actually, affected trans people in the United States and took away many rights from them in his time. So, I don't like him.
Yeah.
That's fine. If you like him, that's cool. But I don't like seeing people I love struggling because of him. So,
that's fair.
I also think that he totally neglected to take care of the American people and sign a second stimulus check because he's having a baby hissy fit, and instead wanted to
be fair, him and Pelosi never would have agreed to it, period.
Actually, I'll say something on that in a second, but he also was more worried about signing in that person that wants to eradicate gay marriage than he was about the American people needing a stimulus check. That being said, I think that Pelosi and because didn't they literally come and say, we'll do like $300 a week extra? She's like, no, I want $6. We'll do $400 a week extra. No, I want $6. Fucking meet in the middle.
No, well, her thing was she wanted concessions signed in that would completely benefit her. The whole political game to me is
also,
just an
why
absolute
is the stimulus check grouped in with a bunch of stupid shit?
Because you want to know why? Politicians love to omnibus everything, Quinn. This is just how they operate.
That's not how it should work.
No, it's not.
If the American people need a stimulus check, and we both agree on that, pass that, and then deal with the other shit.
Oh, but Quinn, that's too simple. Politicians want to make it complicated so that people can't ask questions.
It's really not that complicated.
No, but they want to. But Quinn, that's the point. They want to make it complicated so people don't ask questions.
Oh, I'm gonna ask fucking questions anyway.
But you're going to be confused about what to be pissed off about because they've omnibused everything together. They're like, oh, well, we did this, though. It's like, but you didn't do this. Yeah, but we did this, though. But you didn't do this. Yeah, but we did this, though.
The sad thing
always do that.
About politics is you can educate yourself as much as you want. You can read all of the shit that's happening. You're never going to read the same thing twice, though. Like, it's all going to be different. It's all written from a different perspective. You can never get the truth.
No.
So,
everything is agenda-based
we will
nowadays.
Always be fighting with each other because of this.
Well, yeah, because it's a lot like when television came into effect in the 60s. The political divide that came in with that and started the hippie movement and everything. And then
I'm fucking sorry. Are you telling me that people started arguing over a TV?
No, not arguing over TV, but what was being broadcast on TV.
Oh, yes. Oh, you're talking about
the Vietnam War.
The hips of Elvis being broadcasted or something.
No, fuck no.
Wasn't that a whole thing?
That was like sexual stuff on TV, but that was like church outrage and stuff like that. It's like you're teasing the eyes of young children. No, what this was that the Vietnam War was the first war that was ever truly broadcast on American television, and people saw the atrocities of war, versus World War II, where they sent clips back that were approved by the federal government, and pretty much it forced an entire generation into thinking, you know what, maybe war isn't the best thing. Why are we even fighting this war? Like, what is communism? What is this? What is that? And it caused an entire generation to literally rebel and form the hippie movement.
Now I'm thinking of spoilers for Attack on Titan Season 3. Now I'm thinking of how the king literally just wiped everyone's minds and was like, you're not allowed to know about this stuff. Because then you'll have an opinion.
Exactly. No, but that's the thing, though. You see, the more information spreads, the more opinions can grow. But the thing with the internet nowadays is that everything is so agenda-driven. Like, you got Fox News on one side, you got MSNBC and CNN on the other, and then you just have a big fucking clash right in the middle.
I don't know.
And no one knows what to believe anymore.
The news during the election was so fucking funny, though. I legitimately have a clip on my phone right now where it's like Trump hasn't answered any reporters' questions in 21 days. Here he is, accompanied by Mike Pence, who looks like his arms just got installed today. And I fucking lost my shit. They have gotten so bold about what they say on TV now. They just give zero fucks.
They don't care. Well, that's the thing. I mean, Trump, if this is Trump's last hurrah as president, he's going to go out swinging. He's going to go out swinging as much as he can.
Well, it seems like right now he's swinging his golf club, but...
Well, yeah. Well, he's swinging his golf club, but at the same time, he's also mouthing off on Twitter, which, when is he not?
Oh, that's so fucking funny. And Twitter keeps marking them all.
God. But anyway, yeah, we need to move on. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for tuning in. This was Lucifer, Season 1, Episode 1, the pilot. Hopefully you all enjoyed, and...
we will watch more of this.
Yes.
So...
Yes.
I'm not kicking it out quite yet.
Thank you. Thank you, Quinn. So, yeah, stay tuned for that, and I guess until next time, signing off, I'm Nate.
I'm Quinn.
We'll see you then. Peace out.